transparency is what's needed. And turnout is transparency. Turnout is a visible demonstration of the people's will. And you're seeing that right now. We do not have a mainstream media that accurately expresses the political proclivities of American citizens, the desires of them. We have a gutted local media. We have a media that in many ways wants a second term of Trump, or is being threatened or intimidated or sees this as, it's beyond money. Like I've talked about that before. It's not just about money and clicks and ratings, because you can get those things by discussing the crimes that Trump has committed, particularly topics that interest a wide variety of people across the political spectrum, like Jeffrey Epstein and the fact that, for example, Trump was accused in court of raping a 13-year-old procured by Epstein. They stay away from all those topics, even though they're ratings bonanzas. So there's something much worse going on here, something much darker, that I think has to do with the fact that Trump was immersed for 40 years in the news media, in entertainment, in organized crime, in politics. He was not a neophyte. So you're not going to necessarily get an accurate sense of what is happening to us as a nation from the mainstream media. You're not necessarily going to get it from social media, which is a disinformation minefield. And lately, because of the pandemic, you're not getting the kind of on-the-ground reports of public sentiment that you would normally expect to see during an election cycle, because people aren't out and about like they usually are, and also people are frightened. Like we're going through a collective trauma as a nation, and I don't think anyone is sort of thinking clearly. We're all just basically fighting for our lives, fighting for survival. But nonetheless, that's why turnout is important, is because it lets everybody see where you stand. And if there is a landslide, like that is leverage.